All right, getting us ready for tomorrow's big test. So, looks like such a small problem. Looks can be deceiving. This is about to expand. The question here asked is, given these roots, what is the original polynomial it came from? All right, so it's not too bad if you understand what you're doing, but it is going to be a little bit of work. So let's start. 5 is one of my roots. You have to think, what quantity would provide 5 as a root? The quantity x minus 5 would. Now that is expected of you. You need to be able to look and know an easy integer what root comes from which quantity. That was tough to say. 2/3. Now this one's a little tougher in case you need to rehash on how you get here. If x truly equals 2/3, how would I unsolve that? Right? What quantity produced that as a solution? Well, unsolve it. Make it go back to 0. See, I'm multiplying by 3. I am literally unsolving it step by step. How do you find the 0? Make it equal 0. A little tough, but not bad. Okay, look at this last one. I.e. We got an I, a very selfish answer here. But keep in mind, I comes from the square root of -1. Key word there being square root. When we square root, we're left with a plus and a minus. Notice, we only have the plus. They won't tell you, but you need to know that exists as well. You need to know that that exists as well. So we're going to use the idea from how we found the 5 quantity to help us here. Watch what happens. So what would produce a positive 3i? An x minus 3i, right? What would produce a negative 3i? An x plus 3i. So those are my quantities that give me these roots. Now we got to multiply them together. So we're going to do a couple things. I'm going to be combining these two and these two first, and then we'll get to the fat daddy last part. Here we're going to get 3x squared minus 15x minus 2x plus 10. Simplify quickly. 3x squared minus 17x plus 10. Not too bad. All right, let's look at the other side. Now we're going to do this one in our head. X squared. Notice here, I'll get a positive 3ix. Negative 3ix. They just eliminated each other. Thank you. Minus 9i squared. Careful there. What's I squared? -1. So this gives us the quantity x squared plus 9. Everybody doing okay? Now, almost finished. Go through and do the distribution. We know if we distribute the x squared, we'll get 3x to the 4th minus 17x cubed plus 10x squared. Okay? Now, from here, I distribute the 9. I'll get a positive 27x squared. We get 9 times negative 17x. Now, even if you don't have a calculator, you can do this. Break it apart. 10 and 7. 90 and 63 gives us negative 153x. And then lastly, plus 90. All right, combine like terms and you're done. 3x to the 4th, there is no other 4th power. Oh, there is no other 3rd power. Now we start combining things. We end up with a positive 37x squared, a negative 153x plus 90. Quick rundown on how you can go from roots to the polynomial that produced those. Hope it helps.